Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Collie TV, and in today's video, we are bringing you an IRL deck profile plus 2 combos. Now, both of these combos will be built off what I am establishing as the BFS, the Black Feather Standard. If you can get to the start of this, you have 2 routes of play that will end in absolute game-breaking boards. Obviously, this deck it's really good now. Is it really good subjective to the meta? No, because Tirashizu is absolutely off its guts. So fingers crossed for a ban list. We'll get a bit more playability, but you will be able to throw absolute clappings out. I can assure you that. So be sure to enjoy it. And if you do, please give this video a like. In the comment section, let me know your favorite new Blackwinged card. I would love to hear it. And please, if you enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe. It will help my channel out greatly. Got a big move coming up, looking at swapping all my streaming over to YouTube. I have a few plans, obviously, need to execute it, but you guys can help out with the motivation for that. So let's not piss around. Let's go into the deck profile, and then we'll go into the 2 combos. So peace. Here we are with the deck profile, and I'll be going through the card by card and a couple little explanation as to why. Right, so starting off, we play a pretty standard 3 Simoon. This is our starter. He's been the bread and butter since his introduction, and nothing has changed, except he now has a partner, Sudri, the Phantom Glimmer. This is one of the new cards. This card is absolutely insane. On summon, he gets a search, as well as a secondary effect, where he's able to convert one of your Blackwing monsters into a tuner token. This will lock you into synchros, but it's an insanely good card. We now play 3 of an absolute banger of an extender. This is Vada, the Emblem of Wandering. Very strong card. I love this card. It's why Blackwing Dragon as a name is actually important. We play 2 Zephyros Elite. In my opinion, you have to play 2. You do not want to see this in hand. You want to see this as a dump off the Vada. So you definitely want to make sure you have 2 of him. We play 2 Shamal. I see 3. You don't need 3 in my opinion. Same thing. You just want 1 in deck. You draw 1. It's good. You can search a different piece, but we want to special summon this later in the combo. Yeah, 3's too much. 1's not enough. You want 1 in deck. Slightly controversial card. I don't see anyone playing this card. I run it at 2 for the same purpose as Zephyros and Shamal. Zonda. Now, Zonda, when he's milled himself into the graveyard, he can actually banish himself, and you can special summon any Blackwing monster from your deck at a cost of those life points. With tier coming up, now this deck profile doesn't have, it's not completely built for tier, as Australia doesn't have, not tier, sorry, Ashizu. This card is really good. Blackwing Dragon will eat the life points damage, and we get to special summon another body. Also, when he's brought back on the field, he's a bounce, so one of the combos that we actually do utilize him. We play 1 Oster. Pretty good going second, because we can put a wedge counter on everything. It means we can yoink a monster. We play 1 of the other new cards, which is Chinook, the Snowblast. This is a discard from extra deck and a Imperm. It's not quite as good, but it's another piece of interruption. It's a bit bootleg of Kalut, but it's really good. 1 Harmattan, very good card, level modular, extender, etc. Always going to be a banger. And a Roshi. So this is pretty much the standard Blackwing lineup. To compensate, we actually play the Small World as well as the Bridge. We really want to get the starter going. What the single discard, like, you know, the 1.5 card combo does with Simoon is absolutely off its dial. We really want this. It's a very strong combo, and we want this deck to be as consistent as possible. So we are playing the Small World package. I like it over Allure, and I don't think that will change anytime soon. Next up, The OG Black Whirlwind, get 2 of them on board. You are golden. You're getting your resources and everything you need. We play 2 Black Feather Whirlwind. I was only on 1, but I've kind of seen the light. It's a soft once per turn, so you can activate it, get a monster reborn. You can bounce it back with Zephyros, reuse it. If you have 2 on board, you're getting multiple, special summons back from grave. This card is an absolute banger. We do really enjoy it, so yeah, we're going to continue using it. It does have a secondary effect with the Black Feather counters, but yeah, very seldom does it come up. 3, Pot of Prosperity. You essentially are always just going to banish 3. We play 2 main lines. You're going to banish the short 3 that you think won't be needed. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We play 1 Called by the Grave because it's broken. Wish it was at 3, especially with Mama. And then again, the good, decks will just run it. We play 1 Twin Shadow. This allows for our Silverwind the Ascendant to actually be viable, which does not happen ever. Until now, this card will let you put 2 from your banish pile back into their respected locations, and then you can perform a synchro summon. That wording is important. That's what allows Silverwind the Ascendant to get himself on field and perform a double pop. Slightly debatable card for some people. Black Shadow Squall. If I start with a Shamal, if I start with a Black Feather Whirlwind, essentially I can go for the Squall. This is just straight up, I would say all your combos end on at least 1 Assault Dragon, which means 1 monster effect, and then that becomes live. I don't know why you wouldn't use it. It's a, Omni Negate. I think it's very, very strong. Now we have 6 slots left. These will be debatable because we're playing in the older format. I have 3 Dark Ruler No More. This could be an Imperm. Imperm essentially because you can shotgun it on the, what's his name? Dweller. When they try and use it in the standby draw. So Dark Ruler at the moment, but yeah, Dark Ruler No Morph gang represent. Yeah, I just really like this card. I mostly use Imperm, admittedly, and there are some times where I've been trying out Droplet because sometimes we do have, the extra discard fodder we can turn 2 effects off, but for now, it's Dark Ruler. Now, another controversial one, but I actually think this card is silly good, and I will die on that hill. Salesman. Essentially, any deck that is not the mirror, you can call the name of that card and it cannot activate its effects. Will also then force a negate, so if someone has a Baron, you just call the name, or force the Baron interaction. If you think that they have a way around the Dark Ruler No More and you have it in hand, you can actually sales ban whatever you think the card they'll chain is. They'll use it, then you can Dark Ruler No More. This card stops Super Poly, a card that absolutely wrecks you. If you think that they have one of the new Bestials in their hand, you call Magmut. Like, if you know they've searched it, you can do many things with this. You can call the Keldo, any of the new cards. I think just calling the name, then starting plays, it feels so good. Stops Nibiru. If you're going first, if you're worried about Nibiru, call Nibiru. If you're worried about anything, you just literally call it and turn it off. So, but you can have it as whatever interruption you want. Ghost Spell, run Ghost Spell. Like, it's so subjectively up to you. But that is the main deck. Now, our beautiful Blackwing token. God, I hope we get that Black Feather counter. So, our big boss, Rick Ross, triple Black Winged Assault Dragon. This is 700 life point burn per monster effect. He has the ability to completely board wipe at 4 counters. It is shit that it board wipes himself. God, if it just board wiped everything but him, I cannot even imagine how good this card would be. Another unique piece is how he can be synchro summoned. You can actually banish cards from your graveyard, just a synchro tuner and a synchro monster, Blackwing Dragon, and you can form him as a special summon. So a really nuts play is getting 3 of them on board. 2100 life points per monster effect is absolutely insane. Next up, we play 2 Blackwinged Dragon. The reason we played 2 is because Vada. Sometimes you need the second one. He absolutely absorbs a huge amount of life point burn. I cannot stress that enough. He eats so much life point burn, it's ridiculous. We have a second one so we can keep the plays going. Off the Twin Shadow, we actually bring back our next card into our extra deck, so we can actually keep going if we only make 1 and or 2 of the Assault Dragon, so it's always good to get a second one in there. I really, really love it. Another new card, our, what's his name now? Boreas Storm, the Wicked Wind. So Wicked Wing, he's always going to be Boreas to me, but yeah, the Wicked Wing is, I know it's the wind, I'm just saying wing because I'm Australian and love KFC. He is absolutely nutty. When he's synchro summon, we're going to be able to Foolish and modulate levels on him. So he enables a huge amount of plays. Absolutely love him. We have 2 of our OG boys. We have our Nothram and our Hawk Joe. These 2 cards don't need explaining. An extra normal summon is insane, and then a bit of protection and a bring back is also nutty good. We play Raikiri for pops. We also play Silverwind for pops. Don't shoot me, I know it's the unlimited version. I couldn't find my ulti yet. Please, no one yell. We play 1 full armor master. Some people play more, I think 1's enough. Now to round out our non-Blackwing names, we have Ystrix and the Shurag, Ominous Omen. Should have been a Blackwing card. He's a banish. He's insane. I'm going to show you in the combo sort of what he offers, and it is truly, truly nutty. A part of our end board, he's a part of that 7+ interrupt. And to be honest, being able to just on his own special summon, take away the Black Whirlwind that we get off our Simoon and avoid another 1,000 points of damage is delicious. And then our final 2 boys, our Honorary Blackwing, our Archfiend Abyss. This card is nuts. It lets us play around Dark Ruler no more. You do not need to say anything else about a card that can do that. And our Borrowload Savage, because we love Omni Negates and big boy beaters. So that's the deck profile, and now we're going to be going into the 2 combos. The 2 combos are so strong, and I would like to name them as the BFS, the Black Feather Standard. So we're going to get to a point, and I will point out where the standard begins. If you can get to that board, you have 2 routes of play that are absolutely insanely powerful. Let's get into it. Now, like all good Blackwing players, we have opened the nuts, Simoon plus discard fodder. So we're going to be doing the standard off its style board. So we go Simoon, and we're going to banish. We're going to just put the banishes down here, and it's going to allow us to normal summon him at 1600 attack on top of our Black Whirlwind. So what our next point of call is to grab a secondary boy. We grab the Sudri. Because we have an extra normal summon, we're going to activate the Sudri. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, we're going to get a search. What we are going to search for is the Vada off the Whirlwind. Now off Sudri, we have to search a black winged name that mentions the black winged dragon, very specific. So there's not too many cards that actually mention him specifically, but the one we are chasing is the Shamal. Now Shamal, we're going to discard, and he's going to allow us to search for a Black Feather Whirlwind. We'll activate Black Feather Whirlwind, and that is the first part. So now Vada, he's able to special summon himself onto the field. Now you'll do these in defense mode as is. For this video, I'm not going to. I'm going to activate his effect. So by moving him plus a level 4 Zephyros, very important, and our level 2. Now I like getting the Chinook because we're going to be able to bounce it back to hand later. If you've already got him in hand, search for the Harmattan. So those are your options. But yeah, essentially it's just got to be a level 2. They go to grave, and what that allows us to now do is get our delicious, we'll go with the Starlight, black-winged dragon onto the field. Now, because he was special summoned, we activate Black Feather Whirlwind to special summon Avada, and now we activate the Zephyros, bring Black Feather Whirlwind to hand, and special summon the Zephyros. This will put a counter on the Blackwing Dragon because there was a life point cost paid. We now reactivate the Black Feather Whirlwind. This right here is the BFS, the Black Feather Standard. If you are in this route, you're in a very good position, because what we do now, we have two alternative routes. One is a board where we will be utilizing links and our synchros and going for a huge amount of interruptions. The next option is if we think they're on something like tier where it's lots of monster effects, you know, Sprite, etc. Triple Assault Wing Dragon. That is 2100 life point burn per effect. It is absolutely nutty, and this is how we do it. Sudri is going to activate his secondary effect to destroy the, well, not destroy, trade out the Simoon for a level 2 tuna token. Now, our tuna token, it's not a tuna, is going to do its thing by bringing out our nothing. Now we're going to get some chain linkage. Now the chain link is not going to come off the Black Feather Whirlwind, we're holding it. It's going to come off the Shamal. Shamal is going to pay 700 life points, Blackwing Dragon tax, and we're going to add the Sudri back to hand. Our opponent has been burnt for 800 life points thanks to nothing. So it was Chain Link 1 and then Chain Link 2. Now we're going to normal summon the Sudri. Sudri's effect's going to activate. Chain Link 1, Black Whirlwind is going to activate its effect. Chain Link 2, allow us to search for the Orochi. And our boy Sudri is going to allow us to get the Twin Shadow. Twin Shadow is what enables either a full armor master on our opponent's turn or a double pop with our boy the Silverwind the Ascendant. That's right, Silverwind the Ascendant is absolutely cracked finally, and it's all thanks to Twin Shadow. So from this point we're going to do another tuner with our Zephyros in order to special summon our Wicked Wings. Now Wicked Wings effect is going to activate. What Wicked Wing can do is send to grave a Shamal. Shamal on our opponent's turn, when we synchro summon with the Twin Shadow, is how we're going to get the Chinook back to hand, just like we did with our previous Sudri. So this point we're looking pretty sharp. Need to make sure we don't use the Black Feather Whirlwind anytime before its second use, should I add. So now with our Wicked Wing in at level 4, we're going to synchro summon the Black Winged Assault Dragon, chaining Black Feather Whirlwind to bring back our Blackwing Boristorm, the Wicked Wing. God, I miss Boris. It was a much cooler name. So at this point, we have to remember now, because we have a Blackwing, this is where we need to special summon our Orochi. Get our Orochi dog onto the field. Now, oh my God, I just absolutely punted that camera repositioning. One moment. I will actually try this part out of the video. Sorry for that minor cut. I actually just need it, so I had to reset up a little. So from this point, we're going to now put our 6 and 4 together in order to make a Blackwing Assault Dragon. We're going to synchro again into our Blackwing Assault Dragon. And, sorry, we're going to put those two into our Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Sorry. And now what we're going to do is we're going to banish our Blackwing, Starlight, and our Wicked Wings, and perform a new type of banish tune to special summon our third Blackwing Assault Dragon, and we'll set the Twin Shadow. So we can play through Dark Ruler No More. If they activate Dark Ruler No More, we will activate the Twin Shadow and then chain our Hot Red Dragon as chain link 3 to the Twin Shadow. Sorry, it doesn't start the chain link. Yeah, we activate Twin Shadow, we chain Hot Red, and then we target the Dark Ruler No More. This will then allow us to pretty much what we would do if we were doing it with the Dark Ruler No More. We would actually then return the materials for Armor Master. If we're going aggro and we aren't using the Hot Red, what we're actually doing is we're going to special summon the Silverwind, the Ascendant. He's going to get a double pop. When the special summon occurs, you can actually, once again, classic, activate your Shamal in here, so we can eat 700 points of damage and add to our hand our Chinook. So now we have another interruption on the monster side of things. We do purposely put this in attack because we don't want an Xyz monster to punch into anything defensively, and then Zeus, that will absolutely cook our board. So this is the triple Blackwing Assault Dragon built off the BFS. Now we're going to go back and see our interruptive board instead. So here we are with the second part of the BFS, but this time we have the Blackwinged Dragon and Ghost out, and we're going to be going over our lines of play just a smidge here. So this one is a bit more of an, interacts on our opponent's board, and instead of going down the synchro lock, we're going to be doing a synchro summon of Vada and Sudri. We're going to be special summoning our Nothing. Nothing is going to chain link 1, chain link 2 Black Whirlwind, and chain link 3 is going to be our Shumal. Shumal is going to banish himself and give us the Sudri. Put a counter on our friend the Blackwing Dragon. Next up, Black Whirlwind. That's right, he's going to bring back our Vata, and we're going to chain link 1 Resolve, burning for 800 to our opponent. Now, thanks to the Nothing, we're going to be able to normal summon again and activate Sudri's effect, chain link 1, Black Whirlwind, chain link 2. We're going to go through and get ourselves the Orochi and our trap card, the Twin Shadow. We've gone over why Twin Shadow is off its absolute dial. We love this card beyond all recognition. So we're going to now redo our Sudri and our Vata into our boy Wicked Wings. Wicked Wings is going to activate and send Zonda. That's right, Zonda is now meta relevant. When he goes to grave, he's going to be able to actually banish himself and activate his effect, where he can special summon a Blackwing monster at the cost of his total, that monster's total attack points out of your life points. So we will special summon another body, our Simoon. Our Blackwing Dragon is going to eat that damage because he's an absolute Chad Dragon. Just absolutely doing so much work for us. So we've got 3 counters on him now, which is incredible. Now, he's also lets Wicked Wings stay at level 6, which is, somewhat important. So we're going to take one of our Simoons and our Nothing, and we're going to link into Wystrix. Wystrix effect is going to activate, and we're going to get from deck our Shumal. Shumal's important here because he is a tuner, which I think is very strong. His effect will be negated, but he'll be on board, which is absolutely incredible for us. Now, we're going to link away a bunch of bodies. So we're going to get ourselves our Simoon, our Boris, and our Wystrix. We're going to send them to grave to link off into our Blackwing Shurag, the Ominous Omen. That's right. It's too good of a card to be a Tri-Brigade. It was born to be a Blackwing. Just look at it. His effect's going to activate, and we're actually going to use it. So we're going to use it to banish the Black Whirlwind so that we don't eat points of damage at the end of the turn, because why not? We're playing as efficient as possible. Next up, we're going to special summon our Orochi because we need to get Orochi onto the board. It's the only way we're going to special summon him while we still have Blackwing bodies on the field. All right, next up, we're going to synchro our 2 boys away for the Boral Load Savage Dragon, attaching our Link 2 and giving himself 2 Boral tokens. The Boral tokens are absolutely insane. Getting an Omni gate together like this is so strong, like actually so strong. We're then going to synchro summon once again everybody's favorite hot red dragon Archfiend. This is another huge negate for us, absolutely insane. And then to round off, we banish our delicious ghost Blackwing with our Wicked Wings in order to special summon a cheeky little burning bird. Now from here, we have a little bit of an extra, layer. So right now we can set the Twin Shadow. This gives us our Dark Ruler No More block, which is absolutely incredible. But not only does it do that, as our opponent starts special summoning monsters, let's say they start putting, the sprites out and whatnot, we can hit through a couple negates and then activate our Twin Shadow. So we've got a couple negates lined up. What our Twin Shadow is going to allow us to do is send back a 4 send back a 4. Send back a 6. Excuse me. And our 2. So they get shuffled back respectively into our decks in order to special summon. Now, I like to go the Silverwind. You can do different level modulation if you want to get the Unstoppable Armor Master, well not Unstoppable, the Armored Master out. But we put Silverwind the Ascendant on, and that is a double pop. Now he's going to start a series of chain links, which is the Omen's Untargetable Banish. We'll use that last, but that is absolutely insane. So we get 2 pops, a banish, and now we also proc the Shamal. We activate Shamal, who's going to put himself here, and activate the Black Feather Whirlwind. So Shamal is going to allow us to add to our hand the Chinook. We get the banish, we get the 2 pop. Because of the Black Feather Whirlwind, we get the special summon of Zonda. Now Zonda's going to put himself onto the board, and he can bounce a card as well. So it's an insane amount of plays here. Like, to be able to bring back the banished Zonda so we can bounce a card back to hand, we're going to be able to get the Chinook for follow-up effect Veiler. We've got the double pop, we've got the banish, we've got our 2 Omnis. This board is off its dial, all while 700 life points burns ticks away. And this was all just off a 1.5 card combo. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to, give it a thumbs up. like the video, give me a comment on your favorite new Blackwing card now that you've seen them all in action. And please also be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.